Grammar is the backbone of effective communication, and understanding it can elevate your writing and speaking skills. Let's dive into some common grammar questions that often trip people up. First up, let's talk about subject-verb agreement. This is crucial. A singular subject takes a singular verb, while a plural subject takes a plural verb. For example, the dog barks versus the dogs bark. It's simple, but it's easy to overlook when you're writing quickly. Next, we have the tricky world of pronouns. Remember, pronouns must agree in number and gender with the nouns they replace. So, if you're referring to a group of women, you'd say they instead of he. It's all about clarity and precision in your language. Now, let's tackle the difference between who and whom. Who is used as a subject, while whom is used as an object. For instance, who is going to the party versus to whom should I address the letter? It's a small distinction, but it can make you sound more polished. Moving on to verb tenses. Consistency is key. If you start a story in the past tense, stick with it unless there's a clear reason to switch. Mixing tenses can confuse your audience and disrupt the flow of your narrative. Next, let's discuss the Oxford comma. Some people love it, others don't, but it can clarify lists. For example, I love my parents, Oprah Winfrey, and God is clearer with the Oxford comma than without. It's a stylistic choice, but one that can prevent misunderstandings. Now, let's talk about dangling modifiers. These occur when a descriptive phrase doesn't clearly relate to the noun it's supposed to modify. For example, walking down the street, the flowers were beautiful implies the flowers were walking. Instead, say, walking down the street, I saw beautiful flowers. Then we have the infamous its versus its. Its is possessive, while its is a contraction for it is. Mixing these up is a common mistake, but one that can easily be avoided with a little practice. Next, let's address run-on sentences. These happen when two independent clauses are joined without proper punctuation. Instead of saying, I love to read, I don't have much time, break it into two sentences, or use a conjunction. I love to read, but I don't have much time. And what about the difference between affect and effect? Affect is usually a verb meaning to influence something, while effect is a noun referring to the result of a change. For example, the weather can affect your mood, and the effect of rain can be quite calming. Let's not forget about the importance of parallel structure. When listing items or ideas, keep the format consistent. For instance, I enjoy reading, writing, and to swim should be I enjoy reading, writing, and swimming. This keeps your writing smooth and coherent. Then there's the issue of misplaced modifiers. These can lead to confusion. For example, she almost drove her kids to school every day. Suggests she didn't quite make it. Instead, say, she drove her kids to school almost every day for clarity. Next, let's discuss the use of less versus fewer. Use fewer for countable items, like fewer apples, and less for uncountable quantities, like less water. This distinction can make your writing more precise. Now, let's touch on the subjunctive mood. This is used to express wishes, hypotheticals, or conditions contrary to fact. For example, if I were a bird, I would fly. The use of were instead of was is essential here. Finally, let's wrap up with the importance of clarity in your writing. Avoid jargon and overly complex sentences. The goal is to communicate your ideas effectively, so always consider your audience and strive for simplicity. By mastering these grammar concepts, you'll enhance your communication skills and make your writing more impactful. Remember, good grammar isn't just about rules, it's about making your ideas shine.